Rich from True Budget EDC and prepping and medical, actually.
How's that channel going?
I
I haven't
forgot
checked
about
up
it.
on it
I forgot
recently.
about it today. I got to start doing more stuff. I like literally with the holidays and everything. I didn't even. Now I start EMT school pretty soon too. So I mean like the 15th I take an acceptance test even though I'm already accepted. It's just a medical knowledge test. And then the 23rd it goes from January 23rd to April 26th. So it's Monday night till 6 to 10, Wednesday night 6 to 10, and every Saturday. So
Oh, wow.
yep.
You excited?
Oh yeah, that's cool. One of the guys that's
What
teaching it used to be in a fire department that I used to train with, so I like know that dude. He's a
That's
paramedic.
cool.
It's cool.
So what do you plan on doing with the will you get a degree or
It's
a
EMTB. So
license?
you take the class, you do the practicals on Saturday, but then at the end you have to do like another test and then a practical, and then you have to do a competency test, and you have to take an NREMT, and that's a national exam, and then you can be an EMT everywhere. You can move and go take, you know what I mean. You can take it with you, so it's not just
That's
for the. It is for
awesome.
this state for now, but if I move somewhere and I wanted to take it, like if we move to Florida, boom, I'd go down there and do it. Hey,
That's
Kathleen, it's
cool.
not. Yeah,
Hey,
I'm gonna just
Kathleen, how are you?
I'll probably do it like in the summer or something. I probably won't do it full time. I'll just do it on and off, like whatever. But I work with another
Yeah.
company too that does event medical for like events and stuff, and he hires mostly EMTs, even though I'm like an EMR. You just give me more money, so whatever. I'll just make more money because I do that in the summer mostly.
So it's the same thing you're already doing. You'll just get a little more money
Yeah, yeah,
with it.
right, right, yeah, yeah. That's cool.
That's cool. That is cool. And you're still doing the school thing?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get out of there. There's a big shit show going on at school with like all the stuff. I don't know if you saw it on the news. It's crazy. Like the dean of students got arrested for selling cocaine, and the feds busted him. And then there was a whole bunch of other stuff they laid off, like or suspended with pay, like one, two, three people for allegations. I'm just, dude. I'm like, there's no staff, and then they make you do other jobs, even though it's not in your union. You know, it's not your union job. But they're like, oh, it's because we're understaffed. Like that's got nothing to do with me, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? If you're not gonna back
Yeah.
the school has here, the district has a 2 year, I think it's 50% retention rate after 2 years, and I'm on my third year, so I'm like done. I'm ready to go. Like I'm ready to go back.
Daggum.
Like you know, what I mean? So, but I'll finish out whatever. I mean, I still got like they give us like 30 sick days. I have like 15 left. I want to use all of them.
Yeah. Yep. Use
So,
every one.
oh man, yeah, I gotta get out.
So, what's in your pockets? What you got on
Um,
this lazy, cold Sunday?
I had this in my pocket earlier, but I took it out and switched. But this is a bug out in Ranger Green
Nice.
and Tactical Gray Cerakote. Has a gray PVD clip. So I have that. I got my pocket. Where is it? What did I do with that? Oh, here it is. It's the Bradford Guardian 3. So I got this one. Um,
Yes.
so I've been carrying that.
What do you
Took my
think of that one?
dude. This knife is awesome. Honestly, I was looking at another knife. It's a giant mouse, a skeletonized one. Jake from Uncommon EDC just posted it. He just got it. That's an N690. This one's an N690. I was looking at that one too, but this one's bigger, and it's a 3.5 inch blade and a 3.25 inch handle. So the blade's actually longer than the handle, but it's
Oh,
still big enough. Even though it's only 6 3/4, you still have a 3.5 inch blade. So like,
yeah.
if you compare it to like the bug out, it's like way smaller. Like you know what I mean? But
Itty bitty.
it fits in your pocket good. Like this sheath, it goes on your belt, but I don't carry it on my belt. It fits in your pocket really good. Like so, I just been just basically like using it for pocket carry, and yeah, and that's literally how big it is. And I got those Carhartt pants. So the pair I have on today is like a dressier pair, and they don't have that giant fifth pocket, but it fits in my pocket anyway with my wallet. So I have my wallet, and the pockets Carhartt pants are huge. So I have my wallet. My
Yeah.
mother-in-law gave me for Christmas. I have the Bradford Guardian 3. I got this Workos TS10 Max that they sent me. Carrying that this week. This
It's
is
pretty. It's
one, two, three, four.
blue.
It's got like it's an Android 2, so when you turn it off, it changes colors and so I don't know if you can even see that. Probably not. But yeah, but I keep it on lockout because it goes off. The button is cool, but when you press it down in your pocket, it just turns on. So I keep that off. I got that. I got a Hank from Gondag. This is always carry a knife. So I got
Rule number 9.
number 9. I got pepper sprays long. Um, police magnum. So I got that. I have my multi-tool. Basically, what I've been doing is this is a Spartan, so there's no scissors on it. But then I carry this Roxxon M3 that has a file and scissors on it, so I'm good. Like, so I've been
Nice.
carrying these
You
two
got it
together,
all.
right? So, and I think that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got.
What's up, Ron? Um, Kathleen asked if Uncommon
He
was
he
affected,
actually
if Jake was affected by the
he actually
fires.
posted on Facebook because he's on my Facebook, and he said that he's marked safe, so he's safe.
Nice.
I
Good.
don't know. He might have posted it on his community. I'm not sure, but I did see it on Facebook, so he's pretty good.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Good,
But
good.
what do you got in
So
your pocket?
if you were, well, before I get there, if you could only have one fixed blade, like you dropped everything you got, you get to keep one. What are you keeping?
What do I got? I got this one. I got the Bradford Guardian 3 that I'm using. I'm using the Adventure by Very Good Knife Company and the Essie Azula. So I did see a video where the Azula has the finger guard right here, right? Because I hate these shoils. Like your fingers up against the blade. Like
Yeah.
I don't like that. I already cut myself. Like dead ass. But if you're paying attention, and you just grab right here where the you know what I mean, you're fine. It's fine. Or if you pinch
Yeah.
grip it. So between this, I don't know. I'd probably pick this. I think this one's great. It's got this super
The
textured
Bradford.
G10. It's textured G10. It's like a chunky, you know, handle, and it's textured, but it's not like overly aggressive, but it's grippy, and it's got checkered. It's OD green and black, and I got it because it's different, but it's still OD green and black, but whatever. Um, and it's N690, so it's similar to VG10. It's cobalt steel, so I like that. And they send it screaming sharp. It's absolutely a razor. It was cut in the sheath. I was like, dude, like so, and it's a high flat grind, and it goes in your front pocket. So like what? And there's nothing like as compared to like a pocket knife. You don't have to oil nothing. You don't have to take it apart. You know what I mean? It's a fixed blade, and it's 6 3/4
Yeah.
inches. So I would carry this. Inside here is a plastic insert, so you don't cut the, you know what I mean? And literally that's how big it is. It's probably, I don't know where my bug out went. I just threw it over here and it went flying. Hold on, let me see. There it is. So it's probably, well, it's not the same size, but I mean, it fits in your pocket good.
Yeah. That's I like it, and it's USA made.
It is made
Although
in
all 3
USA.
of them are USA made.
This is made in Kent, Washington, and the bug out's made in Oregon. So, and
And
there's
the
like
very
a
good knife is Georgia,
oh yeah, he's in
Texas?
Georgia. Yep, Jacob's in
Georgia,
Georgia.
yeah.
The Essie Azula's in Idaho. I think Rowan makes them. Isn't that Idaho?
Yeah.
I think so.
I
So
think it
yeah,
is
so
Idaho, yeah.
I mean, then I have like a little tiny Swiss Tech, but I don't really carry that much. That light, it's just too small. So I was looking for a fixed blade, pocket fixed blade for like I don't know, man, like 3 years, like a long time. And I like kept buying them, and they were too small, or that was too big, and I don't like the sheath or whatever. And this is like the first one I found that I'm like, this is it. Like I like this one. So this is the Guardian 3. There's a Guardian 4 and a Guardian 5 as well.
And they're longer blades
Yeah, yeah, they're bigger
and
knives,
longer
but
handles,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, and you can buy like if you don't like this sheath, you can get a Kydex sheath for it, but whatever. These sheaths, when I got this sheath, it was messed up, so the stitching was ripped and it was coming apart. So I didn't get a hold of Bradford because I don't know. I got it from Blade HQ. So I said to Blade HQ, "Yo, I got this sheath and it's coming apart. It's fine because I'm not going to put it on my belt. I'm going to pocket carry it, but you have another sheath." And they were like, "No, but we'll give you back the $15 because that's how much they cost on Bradford." So if you wanted
Okay,
the Kydex sheath, that's 45, and if you just want another one of these, it's only $15. Whatever.
that's
I bought some
awesome.
leather. I bought leather glue, and I just glued it down and clamped it, and it's fine.
Nice. Yeah. No belt carry, you're good to go.
Yeah, yeah, it just goes
Uh,
in my pocket.
let's see. I don't have much at all today. Today's been a lazy Sunday. Snow's still melting around here, so we're in the house. I've got a, little Olight i3T EOS, and, should have a knife on me, yeah. And I've got my Spidey here,
There you go.
USA made.
That's a native 5
I like that. The,
or Manix.
Mannix 2,
Yeah,
yeah. But yeah, that one's a nice one. Some green aluminum scales with some brass colored hardware on it. It's
there you
pretty
go.
nice. Little
And it's kind of
snappy. I don't know if
same
y'all can
same color as the
hear
bug
that.
out. Bug out's got the brass
Yeah,
and the green. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this is just regular
Twins.
Ranger green.
All right. So last time we were doing this was a while ago. I think like November. Um, and we were talking knives, and we decided to do our next video on grinds and shapes. I guess last time we were doing steel types.
Yeah,
And
we did.
so I think so. So I actually have a little poster here. So
There
I
you go.
get a cheat sheet. I have a knife poster, and it actually talks about um how a knife is normally put together, a folder, and then kind of shapes, grinds, handle materials, maintenance, sharpening. Like it's just got a ton of info, which is pretty cool. But you and I actually believe have the same favorite knife grind. What do you prefer on yours?
Full flat grind.
Full flat grind all day,
Yep.
every day. That's actually what the Mannix says. A lot of spider codes are full flat grind.
Oh yeah.
So full flat grind, to my knowledge, because I think you have a lot more knowledge on this grinds and blade types than I do. But to my knowledge, that kind of means that it is you're going with the same angle all the way up. There's no stop,
Yeah.
there's no change in the grind. You're just
Right.
taking the same angle front and back all the way up.
So like the bug out's a full flat grind because it just the bevel starts at the spine and just goes straight down, right? So
Yep.
this one is a high flat
Yeah.
grind because there's still some thickness down a little bit farther, and then it goes flat grind. Sometimes they call it a saber grind, but this is like a high flat grind, and also a Scandi grind is considered a flat grind as well. So you have a high flat grind, a full flat grind, and a Scandi grind. So there's three different kinds of flat grinds. If
And
you
the Scandi
if you
is
get a
kind of it's more halfway, correct?
It's
Like it
way down
starts
low. The
lower
skin
on the
it starts
blade.
low, yeah. Um,
Yeah.
if you go to Knife Informer, I use Knife Informer for they have a composition chart for steel. They have a blade grind chart and they have a steel chart. They have a whole bunch of charts. But just go to Knife Informer and there's a ton of information on everything that you could use for knives.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Hey, use them or lose them.
Vero Mini Nova.
There you go.
I only have one Vero. I have the Vero Axon, the fixed blade. Love that thing.
There you go.
Um, so full flat grind, we're both on the same idea there. Now, a there's a grind that the back of the blade is straight and they only grind the front. Is that a chisel?
Yeah, that's a chisel grind. I have what is it? I have a couple SAKs that are chisel grind. The floral knives, they're chisel grind. Oh, I have a
Okay.
Gerber. I have a Gerber one too. Bonefish. It's an old one. So Gerber Bonefish is a chisel grind too.
What would be the advantages of a chisel? Because like a full flat grind is slicey. You're gonna
You only have
slice
to
through
sharpen one
food
side.
like
You
butter.
really only have to sharpen one side because the bevel's on one side. So when you do sharpen both sides, but you kind of lay it flat and then just lift it up a little bit on the flat side and go. And they're easy to sharpen.
Okay.
They're really easy. It sounds complicated, but it's like super easy. I worked with this girl and she used her knife for cutting vegetables. And I don't know what she did to the knife. She took chips out of it and I fixed it. And it was super sharp after I was done. So, and it was one of those floral knives. They're easy, but
That's cool.
that steel isn't very hard. So, whatever.
So do you guys have it? What's your favorite grind? Do you have any questions? Are there any that you're like, what is that? Because for me, chisel seems to be the weird one because you literally just have one side that has an
Compound
edge to
grinds
it.
are weird too. Compound grinds are where you have two different grinds on one blade. Like the Deca, the Warncliffe one, it has two different grinds. It's got the one little section, and then it's got a different section. So those are weird to me. Like I don't know why you would need two grinds on one knife. I mean,
And
obviously we're
the
doing two different
second
things.
grind is the second grind is normally
Like
sitting
in the
somewhere weird, right?
yeah, like it's a
Like
little
up
square
here.
parts. Yeah, it's weird. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
or
how are
I
you
mean,
even cutting with that?
right? Like it's just strange. I don't. I mean, whatever. Yeah, I have two SAK floral knives. Those are chisel grinds,
Yeah.
and they are sharp as f, dude. Seriously. I mean, this Bradford Guardian is screaming sharp. Like it is crazy. It's
That's
stupid.
all. That's what you want.
Yeah, like, and it's N690, so it's easy to sharpen. So whatever. They said it's a 61 HRC though, so on it on their site, so that's pretty decent for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I might have to check out a floral SAK when we're done here. Um, Favorite knife blade shape?
Drop point.
Always, every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, all day, every day. Drop point. I like Warncliffe too, but not necessarily Warncliffe, but like sheep's foot. It's Warncliffe family is the Warncliffe, the sheep's foot, and the lamb's foot. So they're all like in the same family. But I like drop point, and then this is I don't know. It's they say it's a spear point, but it's kind of a drop point, spear point
It's
mix
kind of a
together.
drop, yeah.
Same with the Bradford Guardian 3. They're calling it a spear, but it's kind of you know what I mean. It's drops, but this is more spear point than that. So the spear points in the drop point family too. So whatever. But I think one of the
Yeah.
best drop points I have is like the steel will cut jack mini. That's like an I haven't used that knife in so long, dude. That drop point is sick. It's like the perfect drop point. Like if you look at it, it looks perfect. I what else is drop
Sheep's
point?
foot.
The Azula 2 is a drop point. So is the very good knife company Adventure. Yeah, so
A lot of knives are drop point,
I
or
mean,
at
and
least
then
have a drop point variation. It's kind of the classic blade look.
yeah, it's for like cutting into different things. Like a lot of hunters use them and stuff. Full flat, definitely. Scandi. I
Oh,
don't really like Scandi. I have
Scandi,
one Scandi grind knife.
convex.
I have the Cold Steel Fin Wolf. That's literally the only one. Convex, I have what's that one from New Zealand? The little freaking friction folder. What's the name of that? I have that. I forgot the name of it. Anyway, that's a convex grind. That was easy to sharpen too. What the hell's the name of that? Sword. The Sword peasant, mini
The
peasant.
sword.
Yeah, the Sword mini peasant. That's a convex grind. So convex
And a
grind goes out. The
convex.
grind goes out on a convex grind. Hollow grind goes in. So if you're feeling the blade, you can tell with a hollow grind because some hollow grinds are very pronounced. You can be like, "Whoop, that's a hollow grind." And a convex grind is kind of it bows out on the side. It's like very, it's not like you can see it, but you can feel it. Like you know what I mean?
That's yeah. Because I mean, that's looking at my guide here. There's the hollow grind. I guess is the only one we really haven't talked about,
Yeah, I'm not a
which
fan of.
really does kind
I
of
don't really like the hollow
come
grind that
in.
much. I feel like I don't know. It's more of a pain in the ass to sharpen a hollow grind for some reason. James Brand Barnes. That's a pricey knife. I got the James Brand Carter and the James Brand Folsom. The Folsom is a full flat grind, like a Spider Coast type of leaf blade. That one is sick, and that's a VG10. And I took that with me to Myrtle Beach, and I used it. I went to this restaurant where they had prime rib. What's the name of that place? You probably know it. It's I don't remember the name of it, but they gave me some crappy knife that was falling apart, so I just used my Folsom.
I uh
Spider
I
Co's
have
leaf
two
blade.
James Brand.
Leaf blade for Spider Co's.
Yes. I don't know if does it no one else uses those, do they? That's kind of a Spyderco
You know who else
thing.
has a leaf blade? Is Honey Badger. They started making leaf blade knives too.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a lot of new ones. Prime rib at the beach. No, it's oh my god. It's like some
It's
dude's name. It's just like some random guy's name. Like it's I would have to go ask my wife. Like I totally forgot. It's not
We're
just prime rib,
actually
it's got like a bunch of stuff. It's like Justin's or Damien's. That's it. Damien's.
Damien's?
I think it's
We'll have
Damien.
to check that out.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
just
yeah.
set up our trip for May, so we'll
Yeah,
be heading there
we're
in May.
where we go. My wife, I just bought her birthday present. She's going to be 50 this year, so I'm sending her to Florida.
Dude,
I'm sending her to Florida with one of her friends. So she's going to go to Venice and Siesta Key and all of that in Sarasota.
that's
So
awesome.
that's her present. She's always saying she wants a window seat. So there you go.
And you don't fly, right?
Now I like
Not your
driving.
jam?
Nah, I like driving because you get to hang. We stop on the way, so it's like you stop
Yeah.
in North Carolina, or we usually try to drive at least in North Carolina, like Smithville or whatever,
Oh,
top right at the
you
top or something. But I
yeah.
don't think we're going
You
that far this year. We're going to like we might go to Virginia.
okay. You gotta next time you make it down to Myrtle, I'm gonna have to meet you there or
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
area.
yeah. We're gonna
What's
end
up,
up.
Double D? Welcome, welcome. Ah, 70s at oh well, San Diego, isn't it always like in the 70s and sunny, like paradise? I mean, at least that's the rumors. I've never been. Been
Yeah,
close. Been to LA. Um, but yeah, it's always sunny and 70 in San Diego.
I think it's like gonna be 80 in Florida when she goes, like in April. So,
Yeah, it's
dude, she's
right. I
wicked on the
have
tickets. She gets the price line or the those sites where you get discounts. So like two tickets
yeah,
for like $200 a piece. They're like 212
that's
round trip.
insane.
Crazy. One's got no layover. It's straight flight. It's crazy.
thawing out in Tennessee. Same. I don't know
Nothing
if you
is
can
snowing.
hear it. I'm melting over here. We've got some snow back here. We're excited. We around here we don't get snow, so we get excited. And Rich is like, "We got 2 inches and it's already gone. We don't care."
Yeah, it never. We got like 3 or 4 inches, and it never went away because it was like zero. So it might start to melt once if it's above 32 right now. I mean, it snowed the other day. Couldn't even bring my snowblower out because I'm like, come on, I need like 6 inches or 7 inches. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not bringing out my snowblower for 2 inches of snow. You miss me with that. That's no good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you buy a snowblower in the South, you can't like you'd use it once every 5 years if
I
you're
used it twice
lucky.
already. Actually, I used it 2 times already because we got like two pretty decent sized snowstorms. Like one was like 8 inches, one was like six.
I'm jealous. I don't pretend. I love the snow. I think I would love to live up north. Something tells me a couple weeks in real winter with a lot of snow and I'd be wanting to go south again.
I don't know. It's like everybody wears hoodies and nobody even wears a coat. I don't wear a coat unless it's like zero, and then I got a Carhartt coat. So like if I'm wearing a coat, it's effing cold outside. Like I didn't have a coat, I just wore this today. So and it's like 30. It's actually pretty warm.
Yeah, it's 40 down here
What
and
is it?
I'm wearing a hoodie and wish I had on a coat and a hat. Like I didn't dress appropriately for the weather.
40s. All right.
Different world, different
Oh yeah.
world.
Yep.
Sunny in San Diego, right at the beach. Love it. Jealous, jealous, jealous. Um, so what do you think of a Tonto?
I think Tantos are useless unless you're stabbing people. They're good for penetration, but I have one. I have the Cold Steel GI Tanto. It's gigantic, and I just got it when I was in the fire department to breach doors if I had to, because it's gigantic. But it's that second bevel. It's useless. I just feel like I don't know. I mean, a lot of people love them, but I'm not going around stabbing people.
They're
So
definitely pokey
they
knives.
are. I just don't feel like that second angle is worth anything. It's a pain in the ass to sharpen, and because it's like this big, like you know what I mean. And it goes straight, so it's a straight edge, and then it goes up. So it's not really good for cutting like food or anything because you know what I mean. And I tried to use it for that, and I was like, this knife is useless, bro. So I went back to like a regular butcher knife, which is like a pretty much a drop point with the belly. There's no belly on a tanto at all, so it's not very utilitarian. I mean, in a sense,
Yeah.
it could be because it's got that straight edge, but that point isn't really all that great. If you turn it around backwards, then it's good for opening boxes, I guess, but whatever. That's literally like one of
What
the.
would
I never got into a Tanto.
what would you call the blade shape that of that knife I sent you, that crispy donut community knife?
I don't know what that was. That was like supposed to be a drop point, I guess, and I don't know. That was pretty useless shit. I have another one like that where they mixed one of the Finch knives I have. Um, what did they do? They tried to mix like a clip point and like a spay blade, and it was just like too much belly. Like it's just useless. It just had too much belly. There's got to be like a certain amount, like you know what I'm saying, and not too much because then it becomes like you can't even do anything with it. It won't cut anything. Like that's how that knife
Yeah.
was. It was just that was a poorly executed knife. That was just put together like shit. Like
I
seriously,
got I got a crispy donut community knife and I got it and I was like, this thing doesn't cut. It does
it's
not
useless.
cut. And it like you had the blade tip and then it just kind of went like whoop and then straight from there, and it literally curved so much, so slowly, but enough where you lost all edge to the end of it, and you couldn't, like, puncture a piece of tape on a box, and I was like, "This is the dumbest knife I've ever seen." So
Seriously,
I
that was
sent
so
it to
dumb.
Rich to see. I was like, "Tell me I'm wrong, like, tell me I'm using it incorrectly," and he's like, "No, that's dumb."
There's so many
It
problems
was
with that knife.
so dumb.
It was gritty. It had like crappy action. It was a stupid blade shape. Um, like didn't they add another grind on it or something like that? There was like a secondary
Yeah,
grind. It was just oh no, the
it
tip.
was so
That's what it
dumb.
was. The tip.
Yeah, it went to a different
Right,
grind
right.
at the end of the
They
tip.
took they took metal steel off the tip, and then they were like, "We're using it so the tip is stronger." And I was like, "No, you're a bunch of idiots. If you take steel away, it makes it weaker. Do you not know how like reality works? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just that company's stupid.
It was
Not my
so,
favorite company.
so dumb. Alright, Mr. Ron is wearing shorts year round, and now we can't talk to him anymore.
People wear shorts here all
Kathleen
the
is
time.
in Arizona. Yeah, you get major weather mood swings over there. Like she was saying earlier, it was 33 in the morning, but it's going to be 63 or it's 63 right now. Like to me, that's Arizona. We were driving through it on a cross country trip and we're like in like upper 90s and like melting. And we drove up in the mountains and we started seeing like white stuff up ahead. And we're like, what is that? It was snow. Like
Mm.
same state, like an hour or two drive apart. It was like 90 something degrees, snow.
That's crazy. Yep.
Arizona doesn't know what it wants.
It does that here sometimes. It'll be like 30 degrees one day, and then the next day it'll be like 70, which is ridiculous.
That's how everybody gets sick. The
Oh,
weather
yeah.
being crazy.
Yeah, New England is pretty weird. And upstate New York, it's weird, weird weather, man. So I don't know. It's all right. It's been pretty stable now. I mean, it's January, so whatever. February, I'll get a bunch of snow. Probably it'll just be super cold in January, and then snow in February.
And then March comes and everything
It's still it
slowly
snows in
starts
April.
thawing out.
It snows in
Yeah.
April.
Oh my gosh.
Like I when I lived in New York, we had fishing season has season. So April 1st starts trout season, and I like went out and there was still ice on the. I couldn't even go fishing because there's still ice on the lake. So
Bok choy.
yeah, so it stays cold and stuff pretty much.
So, what I think we've kind of handled, unless you guys have questions, I think we've kind of handled blade shapes and grinds. So, any new gear you're looking forward to? Anything you plan on getting?
Oh, he's from Boston. There you go. Yeah, crazy weather.
There you go. He's
Um,
getting close to you.
new gear, new gear, new gear, new gear. I don't know. I'm still using the bag that I got, the Gregory bag. It's pretty decent, I guess. Um, I haven't really started. I might. So there's a knife called the Night Elements. Jason Knight from Forged in Fire. He's got a
Yeah.
knife called the Night Elements Hummingbird. It's just a little fixed blade. It's like that big, super tiny,
Huh.
and I think it's in AUS 10, and it's like $75. It's not that much. The only reason I found out about it is because somebody had a clone. And I'm like, dude, the clone and $75 knives. The clone was like $40. Like, why not just spend the $35 and get the actual knife? Like, you know what I mean? So
Seriously.
yeah, I might just pick that
Randall
up.
knives, yard
Random knives.
throw.
Oh, you know that
Yeah.
another knife I actually do want to get is Ontario makes a rat 1.5 now. It's in Magna Cut and it's $81.
Seriously.
$81
Dang.
Magna Cut knife, the rat 1.5. Look it up.
I'm gonna be snagging one of those probably in a few
Dude,
minutes.
so you have the rat 1, which is pretty big, and then the rat 2, which is
Yeah.
smaller, and then the 1.5 in the middle, but it's in Magna Cut for $80. Yep.
Dude,
It's on I think it's on AtlanticKnives.com, but probably anybody's got it.
I'll
So I
have to
think
check
it's
that
either
out. I love
probably
the Rat 1 and Rat 2.
that or the Night Elements. I'll probably get that one though because I already have a 1 and a 2. So I have to have the other one. Like, you know what I'm
The
saying?
one
So
and a half.
I have to get it. So I'll probably end up getting that after a while because I just got this, so I'm not waiting because I haven't been carrying anything but that. I was talking to Dennis, and he has somebody he knows online, and he did a one knife 365 carry, and I was like, ooh, I was like, oh no, man, carry one knife for a whole year. I was like,
Can't do it.
dude, even saying that, like if you say it, like I can't put time on dates on things. Like if I say a date, then it makes me not want to do it. So I just carry something
Yeah.
until I'm carrying it. You know what I mean? I carried like the James Brand
You're
knife for like 2 months, actually, for a while, actually.
you're pretty good at the 1 month thing. Like you can hold pretty tight with stuff for a month and then switch out.
Yeah, I had the PM3 lightweight for a long time. I carried that for a while, like
You
over a month.
did.
Yeah, I went to Florida with that for 2 weeks. I had it before that. I like that knife. Spider
I
code, then instead
have
of saying, it says, oh yeah, it says
I
Earth.
almost bought a
No, it
Devo
is. No, the
knife.
ones that say Earth are made in Golden, Colorado. So they put that on there. That's not a China one. Yeah, no, the Spider codes, the ones that say made on the planet Earth, like the Native 5, the PM3 lightweight, what other Mannix yours has got says that, right? Golden, Colorado.
Yep.
Doesn't say Earth on it. Yep. Yeah, those are USA
Yep.
ones.
Golden, Colorado, USA, Earth.
Yep, those are American ones. The ones that are pretty clearly labeled, like the only ones, what is it? Tenacious. Tenacious is China. I think
Yep.
the Sage is Taiwan. I mean, they have other ones too. I have the Bow River from Spyderco, that's a China one. That's a fixed blade. So they pretty clearly label it.
I'm tempted to get the Sage. The Sage one has a, doesn't it have the slide lock as well?
Yeah, the compression lock. Yeah, the Sage.
Yep.
Dude, the Sage costs more than the Native 5. I was like, what? And it's a Taiwan knife. That's the only reason I didn't get it. I'm like, the Native 5 was like 140, and with a dealer, I got it from like Smoky Mountain or something, and it was like 140. Then I bought a pocket clip from MXG, so that adds another $30 on it. So I just made it a $170 knife, right? But I'm not understanding the Sage comes with a wire clip, which is awesome, so you don't have to mess with that. It's deep carry
I
already.
like the wire clip.
But still, it's like 160. I'm like, what? It's pretty much the same knife as but it has a compression lock. It's literally the Native 5 with a compression lock.
Yeah.
So I like it, and I might get it
Oh,
eventually. But I'm just like, I don't know, man. I gotta figure it out. I'm probably gonna get
160 for Taiwan.
right. That's what I'm like. What is? I paid for that Bradford. It was 130, and then they gave me $15 back for the sheath. So I literally paid $115 for that.
That's insane.
It is,
Like,
and
you can get I mean, you can get Earth stuff. You can get USA made stuff for good prices. You do have to kinda hunt around for it. But then you
Pina
can
knives are
get
made in
stuff
China.
that's
No, no, they're not. Are they?
USA, like
Oh, yeah, they are.
what
I think
blows my
Pina.
mind is when you get I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was thinking Pina knives are made in China, but is it Pina or is it something else? Chavez. I'm thinking of Chavez.
But you can get, like, a USA company who has their knives made in
Yeah.
China, and it's, like, $300, and I'm like, "Why? You
You know,
literally are getting it
so
made in China, so it's cheaper."
that's why, right? That's why I stopped buying knives. Like I like Finch, and I have two Finch knives, and they're all right. You know what I mean? And I like their customer service. They hook me up. They're great people. But if you're making knives in China and then you're selling them at $200, they're not really American knives. Like, yeah, just
No.
because you designed them in America, they're not. Like, you know what I mean? For that matter, a $300-400 knives, you might as well get a Chris Reeve. That's 100% made in the United States. You want to spend $200, you
Yes.
might as well get a Benchmade bug out. That's made in the United States 100%. Like, you know what I mean? Or technically, like the PM3 lightweight is MSRP is like 170. Like, you know what I mean? But you never pay that because you get it from a dealer. So
Yep.
you always get deals. You just gotta hustle. I don't think I ever paid full price for it. Like the only one that I came close to paying full price is I think the Native 5. That was like not much, maybe like $20. That's what they gave you. But I mean, my mini bug out that I broke the Omega spring on actually, and I sent it to them. They're sending it back right now. That's how fast the turnaround
Dude.
was. So I was talking to somebody the other day about clones, and then people love clones. What's a clone? If it just says Earth and nothing else, it's probably a clone. Oh yeah, so I was talking about clones, and I just saw that to somebody, and they were saying how oh the Benchmade, people are saying how Benchmade bug out clones like the $10 Walmart knife. Like,
Yeah,
all right,
come
so
on.
people are saying that it's a great $10 knife, but here's the thing: even the greatest piece of shit is still a piece of shit, right? Like,
Yeah.
so it's just the best piece of shit out there for $10, right? So the thing with the Benchmade, I was flicking my knife uncontrollably forever, and I've had that mini bug out for a while. And boom, I broke it. I was like, "What's wrong with this?" It got really loose action, and I was like, "Hi, a piece of the spring fell out." So I was like, I put that in a little bag. I put the knife, wrapped it in bubble wrap. I sent a warranty claim in. They said we're going to email you a RMA slip and a packing slip. Just put your information on it, your whatever. Write the order number on the outside of the box and send it to us. So I did. I mailed it to. I have to pay for shipping there. They send shipping back. So they send you like 10 emails. They're like, "Hey, we just got your stuff. Hey, we're about to start working on it. Hey, we did start working on it. Hey, we're done and we're sending it back to you. And hey, it's on the way." So they're
And
sending it back. Now, if you buy one of those $10 piece of shit knives or these bug out clones, you're not going to have a life sharp warranty. You're not going to have anything at all. I can break the bug out forever and they'll fix it every time. Like, you know what I mean?
yep.
So that's what you're paying for. And people are like, "Oh yeah, warranty this, warranty that." Well, I just broke that shit, dude. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
they sharpened it for me, and they're like, they will replace the clip too. But I told them I didn't need
Yeah,
it.
that's what I was gonna ask if you'd ever send it in. I call it, like, the deluxe car wash. They're gonna clean it, sharpen
Oh yeah,
it, new clip, new hardware if it needs it, and send it back. You'll
yeah,
have
they're
a
doing everything.
pristine knife. Yeah.
So it's on the way back. I'm supposed to get it the 17th. So like at the end of the week or whatever, I'll get it back. And I sent it after New Year's Day. It didn't take that long. It took like maybe a
Dude,
week, 2 weeks, like 2 weeks probably. And
that's awesome.
they say by the time they get it, it's like a 10 day turnaround. And I don't even think it was
Yeah.
that. I mean, so That's what
That's
you get
awesome.
when you're buying like American knives, like Bradford. They have a warranty just like that. Unless you mod it, if you modify it, then you're screwed. But if you just use the knife and something happens to it, you send it back to them. They'll give you a new one or they'll fix it. So
And that's what you get with USA companies, like, you get the lifetime warranties. Nutsack, all their like, Nutsack is not only made in the USA, but the leather comes from USA,
right,
the
right.
wax canvas comes from USA, and lifetime warranty.
Well, if you look at companies, and speaking of San Diego, like Tor Knives, so Tor Knives, they even make the screws in the United States. Like everything about that. Like McNeese, there's another one. McNeese makes, you're gonna pay five, six hundred
Yes.
dollars for a knife, but they make everything in the United States. The titanium is sourced from here, the screws are made here. You know what I mean? So yeah, people are complaining about, oh, the bug out costs $200. Yeah, but I'm gonna
You're
mess with it.
literally buying once and getting covered for
I mean,
life.
right. You're just right. And even if you didn't buy it, like I got this in a trade. The other one I bought from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. If I send this in, it doesn't matter where I got it. They're gonna fix it because it's mine and it's
Yeah.
eventually. So
Yep.
and the mini bug out, speaking of not paying full price for stuff, it was the Alpine glow handle. So it's like a pinkish color. And they were discontinuing that knife. So instead of paying 160, 170 for it, I got it for 116.
Yeah. I
So
snagged the mint green one. They had a
oh,
mint
I
green
wanted
one at
that
the
one, the
same
seafoam,
time.
that seafoam one.
Yep.
How many mini bug outs do you have?
That's
One or two? Don't you have an
I
orange one?
had 2. I had 2, but I sold the mint green one, actually. I had it and then I sold it, the seafoam.
After I got the pink one, I wanted that one. I was like, crap, and I can't find it. Like I was gonna get a
Yeah.
full size bug out that was the same color as the mini, the pinkish color, but then I got the Ranger green one, so I was like, this one's cool too. Whatever, dude. And honestly,
I think I
I'm
have 2 bug outs, 2
I'm
full
gonna use
size
this.
and then
Don't
1
you have an
mini.
orange one?
I do. I have an orange mini and then I have a grayscale orange blade of the full sized.
Oh, right, right, right. Yeah, I'm gonna probably keep this for using when I do EMS because it's so lightweight. And I was studying the bug out, the history of it. And it was originally made for hikers because it's so lightweight. So there's a reason why people are complaining about, oh, the Grivery's so light,
If it
because it's
feels
made to be light.
cheap.
It weighs
It's
like
made to be light.
1.5 ounces, right? It feels like, you know
Uh,
what? I'll tell you what, I saw a video. I never ever watch Metal Complex. I don't watch big channels like that. I just don't. And metal, he did a the dude hates clones, right? He hates them. So it's like a video from last year. I shared it on my community, and he was talking about how much he hates clones. And he made a good point. He said everybody that's going to defend clones are the people that have a collection full of clones. Like seriously, you know what I mean?
yeah.
He's like, though these people aren't buying the actual knife. All they do is buy clones. So of course they're gonna like defend it, right? You know what I mean? And I don't buy clones because yeah, they're crap and it's design theft. I'm not saying I'm a freaking saint, but I've never been a thief. So like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Been a lot of things, but not one of those. So there's too much that you get when you buy from the United States. That's why I just started. I bought another case, and I had a problem with that. I had a shitty hit streak. They sent me a new one, not even a question,
Yeah.
and I got it back within 10 days. Um, I got the bug out and I sent that and they fixed it. You know what I mean? I have the Azula. If I could snap that blade in half and send it to them, they'd fix it. They just give me a new one. I mean, they have the best
Yeah.
warranty ever. Like you could do horrible things to that.
Essie,
Yeah,
yes.
they don't even give a shit. Like, come
You
on,
could
man.
torture test it for your channel. You could torture test it for a video, break it, and be like, "Hey, can you help me out?" They'd send you a new one.
Yeah, they don't care. They have no questions asked. They don't care.
Yep.
So, and you're never gonna find
I
a
like
freaking
what Kathleen did is probably exactly what that knife is meant for. She bought that, I assume she's talking about the, $10 Walmart knife, but she
yeah,
put
yeah.
it in her outdoor box, and that's what it's for. Like, that
That's
makes sense. You're buying a cheap knife for a job where, it's probably gonna rust, it's probably not gonna be used often. That's exactly what a $10 knife was for.
yeah. There was a guy I was watching. He's a pretty big channel too. And Dennis actually mentioned it to me. He said that the guy had said that, you know, if you buy a $10 Walmart knife, and there's always issues, there's side to side, there's blade play, there's something wrong with it, it's not sharp. He goes, so you end up buying four of them. He goes, then you didn't buy a $10 knife, you bought a $40 knife. So when
Yeah.
you buy something like an Elementum that's decent, you know that's going to be okay. You know what I mean? So,
Yep. Microtech and Protech, I love them. One of my favorite knives is the Protech Malibu.
dude, I
I
almost
actually
bought
have
a
2 of them. It's nice.
I might, I don't know, man. There's a Malibu that's a Warncliffe I saw, and I was
Hmm.
like, I don't know. Maybe I'll get that.
Was it
But
the
I got
Malibu or a different one?
no, it's a Malibu. But it was I think they
Yeah,
make so
yeah.
many different Jake might have it too. Speaking of Jake, he might have a video on it. Somebody did it, or I watched it on a pocket dump from Blade HQ. They do dumps like pocket checks. He went around and some girl had it, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "I should get
That's
it."
nice. I like them. Those they're nice. They are pricey, but you're getting the quality of pricey and you're getting the warranty of pricey.
Right, right. Yeah, Malibu too. That's another one. Protect. Yep.
Yep. Yep. And,
But whatever.
Microtex, I've never had a ton of them. A lot of Microtex are OTFs, and I can get an OTF out. I have the hardest darn time retracting that knife with one hand, so I just don't carry them.
I don't really carry OTFs. I don't find them to be very useful, actually. Um, Microtech makes other blades too. Though
Look
they
at my
make regular.
switchblade.
Yeah, right. They make regular knives too. So like,
Yeah, they do. They do.
and the Troodon's like $400. Like, and it's like that big. Like what? I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna pay a lot for an American knife, but if you want it, you know you got a lifetime warranty. Especially with an OTF, if the springs break or something happens because you're flicking it, they're gonna fix it. Like you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, and you
They're
know
gonna
somebody,
take care of it.
yeah, you're gonna break it. Like I get this Benchmade, and I guarantee I'll break the spring on this one too, and I'll send it back. Like you know what I mean? I really will. Because I was talking to Steve from Steve's Gear, so check out Steve, and he was like, "Dude, I heard everybody saying that a lot of people say they break the springs," and I'm like, "Yep, you do if you keep flicking it all
Yes,
the
you
time."
do.
Seriously, so I don't know. Whatever, they fixed it, so I don't care.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
They're
They
gonna
didn't ask
stand
why.
behind their product. Let's go.
Yeah, and the thing is, I was like, just fix it, and then I was like, "Ah, you might as well sharpen it since you do that too. Like, you might as well." You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you're offering, I'm not gonna turn you down.
Yeah, so that's good. Spyderco, I heard that they have a good warranty, but it's a pain in the ass to get things taken care of. I've had to.
Or original purchase date, what time, what card. The
Oh,
ProTech
you have the
Malibu is
Protect? Sweet.
very sweet.
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
love
I've
it.
never had to return a Spyderco, so I don't know. I know the Benchmade was easy. You just fill out the warranty claim online. They make it like an order, and so it comes up like that. You have your order is confirmed, but it's an order for them to get it back, and then they send you the packing slip and the address and everything, and you just send it to them. It's like that easy.
That's awesome. All right,
Yep.
well, I think my battery is dying. Are you good to go next Sunday? We
Yeah, I'm
back
good.
on the train?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so we'll talk and narrow down a time. Maybe we'll stick with 3, maybe we'll move a little earlier, a little later, but we'll try to knock down a time that works, and, we'll figure out a topic. It's been a while. Maybe we do our top 5 items from 24, and it doesn't have to be like an item that was created in 24, but just like, "This is my most used bag of 24. This is my
Oh yeah.
most used multi-tool,
I only
knife,
used one bag in the whole
flashlight,
year.
pen."
24, I use a whole
That's
one bag the whole year.
yours will be a piece of cake.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to any knife shows. Are you going to any?
I will be at Blade Show in Atlanta,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I will be at, the spring camp out for Georgia Bushcraft. So I have at least 2 things on the calendar now.
That's cool. They need
Yeah,
to
you
do
gotta
knife
come
shows in like
down.
they need to do like a northeast one, like in Boston or something. But Boston's
Dude.
like super anal about knife length and everything. It's like New York City. Like you can't carry. If you had a knife show, people would fucking lose their minds in Boston. Like you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
seriously,
Is that over 3 inches?
that's
Is
crazy.
that an
It's actually
auto or is that
1.5.
assisted?
I think it's like so.
Seriously?
Yeah, in New York City and in Boston, it's like 1.5, and you can't have any. They just got rid of the switchblade ban. They said it was unconstitutional here, so they took care of that. Um, hey, have a good day. But you can't get.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to
thanks.
get stuff
Thanks,
shipped
Rod.
here. So like, you know what I mean? You can't get it shipped here. Even Amazon won't even sell you flippers, but every place else does. Like that ban ended like so long ago, and Amazon. I've
That's
even sent them
insane.
emails on it. I buy all my shit from dealers anyway, like SMKW or Chicago or whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't even mess with like I had Chicago Knife Works,
Amazon.
SMKW, Blade HQ, Atlantic Knives. There's a whole bunch of places you get knives from. You don't have to get it on Amazon. Next Sunday.
We'll be back next Sunday. We try to do every Sunday. We've taken, because of me, like 2 months off, but
Oh, good.
hopefully
Me
we'll be
too.
back in the swing of things.
Yeah, me too.
Holidays, kids, life gets crazy,
I
but
still
hopefully
have
we'll be here
like
every Sunday.
I think I have like 4 or 5 videos that I have to do. I have to do another flashlight that I got. I have another flashlight being sent to me by somebody else. I have like a Benchmade bug out. I have to do that one. I have to do the Bradford Guardian one. I have to do a through night flashlight one. I have to do a case knives Barlow one. I like all these videos, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
So we're about to get bombarded with true budget EDC and prepping videos.
I just like
You
literally
too,
don't even
Ron.
feel like
Glad you
doing
showed up, man.
it. Yeah, thanks for coming.
All right. Well, we will catch you guys next week. So
All right,
thank you for hanging out with us. Rich, you have a great one. Thank
yeah,
you.
all right, you guys have a good one.